December 13th, 2023. You're listening to Weather with Enthusiasm. The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for Texas, for the Texas Panhandle, going into effect this afternoon, staying in effect through tomorrow evening. A widespread 1 to 3 inches, isolated spots up to 6 inches, some thunder possible, very isolated. This is in response to a closed low, a low pressure system that shoots out of the desert southwest, becomes closed low. It's detached from, well, it's a closed low. Dynamic cooling is at play. That's going to be the source of the cold air coming from high up in the atmosphere. Heavy precipitation rates will be able to bring that colder air down to the surface, so we don't have the cold air in Canada mid-December. And what happened? What happened in Canada? Pacific air took the country over. Pacific air moves through Canada for the latter part of this week. And we have a Gulf low that develops in the Gulf of Mexico today, moves into the northern Florida area by Friday, moves up the coast as a powerful nor'easter. Well, what could you expect in mid-December to have a nor'easter? Heavy snow, right? 1 feet, 2 feet. Nope, not this time around, because Pacific air comes out of Canada. The storm pulls down Pacific air. Unbelievable. There's not enough cold air. Not only is there not enough cold air, even with dynamic cooling, the precipitation continues to fall as rain. So in Texas, dynamic cooling, snow, the East Coast, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, going all the way up. No cold air, not even enough. With dynamic cooling, precipitation remains rain. At the very end, there could be some snow that mixes in on the western side, up in the Maine area, New England area, but that's the story. Quite a phenomenal situation. And that's the Amarillo, Texas is full of surprises in that city. Has a reputation for that. Things are always flip-flop, and they've done it again. They did it last year in January. The South Central states pulled it off, and this year they're pulling it off today and tonight and tomorrow. Lots of uncertainties due to the snow-to-water ratio, how much will actually fall. Will there be thunder? There's a slight chance for freezing rain in some county over there as well. Stay up to date with the National Weather Service, especially I would always recommend reading the forecast discussion if you're able to for Amarillo, Texas, and then on the East Coast, I think it's the Birmingham. It's if you look in the Syracuse, New York, or the Birmingham, I think it's Birmingham, whatever it is up in New York. They really have describe it with the greatest clarity right now. You could check any city, but that city really has a lot of clarity, and they really explain how the Pacific air is taking over Canada, and that's the problem. So who would ever think that a cold front would pull Pacific air from the northern states? But that's what we have going on this weekend. Enjoy all the fun, enjoy the mild weather. And by the way, there's even more mild weather coming in for the East Coast after the storm departs. I don't know what's a bigger shockaroo. They're both shockaroos, and things maybe could change by then. And here in the Midwest, we remain with calmness. We'll have to see what happens after that. Have a wonderful day. Take care. You've been listening to Weather with Enthusiasm. This podcast can be found on almost every platform where podcasts are available.